harsh sounds on guitar are something that I was always super excited about. And you know, some people call it lo-fi or neo-soul or kind of beat stuff, but for me it's just beautiful, beautiful sounds, and I always thought it's really complicated and I didn't really know how to get there. And I want to show you guys how simple and cool it is. We're going to go over a couple levels really easily together so you can actually do it today. A little beat. So, C minor, G minor, A flat. Now sometimes just changing the direction or the order can make a big difference, right? A flat, G minor, C minor. Versus the first idea, C minor, G minor, A flat. What about changing the color? C major, G major, A flat, a whole new world. Or also interesting. I do like the first one actually. I'm gonna loop that. C minor, G minor, A flat, 2 bars. A place that I love going to create motion and some color inversions. First inversion, literally. So cool, right? With a little hammer on. So we have C minor first, G minor first inversion to A flat first inversion. Or we can also go C minor first, G minor first to A flat major 7 root position. Another thing we can do that I love doing is taking an anchor point. Like we have one note and we have all the chords kind of articulating that. So you can listen to that G. So what happens, we have the 5, the 1, and the 7 on the A flat. So it kind of changed the functionality. If you want to do it a little simpler, you can also... Very big news. The workshop is done and ready, and it's coming out. If you want to get 10% discount, please click this link. This workshop is all the tips and tricks and ideas I wish I knew when I started playing music. Take shell chords. One more time. Right? Still 7 chords, but a little less rich and not with that top note. It's also cool. But another thing I like to do is taking a different kind of melody line, right? So it will give me a different color. Let's take the B flat. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the 9. So C minor, G minor root, and then A flat major 7, 9. Let's take C. It's a cool exercise actually. So this is C third inversion, G minor sus, and A flat root. Let's take D. C minor 9. The A flat, we have the flat 5. It's kind of cool. So C minor 7 9, G minor first inversion, A flat major 7 9. A flat major 7 flat 5. So we have that D on top. At the end of the video, I'm gonna do a level where we just talk about the framework, because I understand what happens sometimes. You know, the framework and the creativity kind of have this interesting balance between them, right? Because if you don't know the inversions, you can't do it, right? So it's definitely harder. So at the end, for someone or the people who wants to dive a little bit deeper, we'll go there and I'll show all the inversions for C minor, G minor, and A flat, so you can kind of see that minor and major 7 colors around the fretboard, and it will be help a lot. Another thing we can do is take that and add a little bit of motion in the sense of melody. So check it out. Simple things. So I'm again, using the inversions and these ideas, and I'm trying to think melodically, right? So I'm trying to kind of move around the fretboard a little bit and using these ideas, but kind of thinking musically, right? So using the fretboard and the framework of C minor and the tonal standard that I'm in, which is kind of C minor pentatonic or a little bit of G minor as well, and utilizing it while I'm playing the inversions. One more time. Very simple, right? Now I'm going to try and loop that. Now I'll try to solo a little bit, just a little bit. Mildly. But I'm kind of missing something. Bass. I'm going to add a bass layer here. Simple. Yeah. Simple, but really helps to kind of bring the energy. And then maybe I'll play one more kind of layer. And then on that, I start feeling this slashness. And it's really nice to just hang on one note, you know, just that feeling. The framework that I'm using is, of course, right now it's kind of C minor pentatonic. I'll have it also in a PDF as well as all the chords if you need them on the Patreon. So now, if we feel this and understand that we want to know how to create this, I'm gonna slowly mute the loop and I'm gonna talk about the framework. Alright, if you're here, it does mean that you like music a lot, because I know the framework takes a little longer than just doing something cool, which I like as well. So what I'm going to show you right now is taking C minor 7, okay? You take C minor 7 from the 5th string here, volume, C minor 7, right? This is our root position, so pretty simple. But now we're going to invert that, so this will be first inversion, this will be second inversion, and this will be third inversion. Again, let's do it slowly in time, just to make sure we can see it. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. When you practice these ideas, it's extremely helpful to actually play it in time. Even if it's extremely slow, it's fine. As long as it's in time, we actually learn a little faster. This is from the 5th string. Of course, you can use the PDF and all the stuff you need. Now we'll do the same thing from the 6th string, C minor. So just check out the shape. This is first inversion. How beautiful is that? I love that sound. Then second inversion, third inversion, and root position. Again, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion, and root position. And from the 6th string as well. The 6th string will start here. This would be second inversion, third inversion, root position, and first inversion. It's one of my favorite shapes. So cool. And of course, what happens next is like you want to take one of these shapes and merge it into another color. Like, right, we had the C minor into G minor. So now let's briefly but strongly go over the G minor colors. So it's the same thing, just from G minor. So G minor root, first inversion, second inversion, and third inversion. Now from the 5th string, I'll start here, second inversion, third inversion. inversion, root, and first inversion. Oof. And from the fourth string, second, root, first, and second. So now if we see this kind of neck of the woods, right, we have the C minor here, first inversion, and I see the G minor. So the less motion we have between these chords, the more notes they have together or close by, and therefore we create this like little voice leading, which sounds really cool. And to me, I feel a lot of that lushness on guitar. And if you talk about the lo-fi or neo soul or different kind of hip-hop things that are taking a lot of elements from jazz, it's all coming from that idea of some voice leading and kind of messing around with the colors. Very, very lush. Cool. So we have C minor, we have G minor. And of course you can practice it, take your time, but you understand the concept. This is what's important. Then it takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's totally fine, but once you got it, you can really create cool stuff. So now we'll do A flat major 7. So I'll start from here actually. So third inversion and then root position. And then first inversion, second inversion. I'll do that a little slower, so just in case. And I always try to know what's the top note and what's the bass. I mean, I try to know all the notes, but it's like right? Because this is my melody at the end of the day, so I want to know what's happening there. Let's play in time one time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Cool. Now we'll go to the fifth string. So the same thing. I'll start with first inversion, second inversion, third, and root. And from the fourth string as well. So we can do here actually second inversion, third inversion, root, first inversion, and second inversion. I mean, I remember when it was not easy at all to do all these kind of shapes and transitions, but once you do it more and more, it gets easier and you start hearing it. And of course, sing it. Like really try to listen and understand what's happening. Knowing the framework will really allow you a lot of freedom. And then, like I mentioned quite often, you need to make music, right? So like creating with the information is super, super important. So basically saying like, okay, I'm taking the C minor and I'm trying to find the closest G minor or the closest A flat, or here I can say like, okay, let me do it on the fifth string. So first inversion C minor into, for example, second inversion G minor into A flat second, right? So maybe I don't like this sound, maybe I do, but I'm gonna try and see what's available, what's optional, and to create with it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful and interesting, and I'll see you